Hello everybody and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video. Today I have a video on how to get Victory Royale in Fortnite. Victory Royale is just a thing that every single Fortnite player just wants to get every single time they play. And I understand that it can be very difficult, but today I have my first ever solo win in this game. You don't know how long I've actually been trying to get a win, but finally I managed to actually record some gameplay of me winning the game. And yeah, I'm going to sort of talk you through it and how I did it, what I did, and all that good stuff. So as you see here, I sort of about to jump out, and I jump out, and then I go towards a part of the map that not many people I feel like go to. You'll see in a minute. Basically, I'm just sort of going past Anarchy Acres, and this is a thing that lots of people need to actually learn, and that is that you do not have to land at every single place with a name on it. Just a place like people just think like, oh, if the place has a name on it, you have to go there. There is tons and loads of other people, like not other people, like other houses just like scattered around the map that has just as good loot. And yeah, so I wanted to sort of land down there, that like little buildings just down there, but I do see a guy. You see a guy just down there to the bottom left a little bit. You do see a guy that is literally just beat me to it, which I have no idea how he got there as fast as me, but I just managed to not get there. So I do decide that I just don't want to sort of mess with him. I just want to sort of leave him. Hopefully he'll sort of get killed out, and I do decide to go over go over junk junctions. I don't want to go there, so I do decide to go to the metal horse, which is over here, which I've never ever been here, and this is at the top of the map, and I do decide to go here, and I've never ever been here before. And at this point I check the map, and as you can see there, the storm is absolutely miles away, which is really unlucky for me, which means I'm going to be put under a little bit more pressure than usual for looting, because I need to be a lot quicker. I need to get across the map a lot faster. So as you can see that I'm sort of like trying like different things to get up there, and I was like sort of like exploring, looking at the horse and how it was cool, and I thought it was pretty cool. Like, I think it's a pretty cool thing. And yeah, I do decide to gather some resources. When you're gathering wood, try and find them crates right there, which I destroyed. Try and find them. They give you so much wood, it's ridiculous. And I do decide to find a chest. I don't get really good loot. I get some smoke grenades, which I don't decide to pick up. And I do get a burst AR, which is not the best weapon in the game, which it's like one of my least favorite weapons. But I do eventually find a shield. I immediately drink it. I look around first just so no one's around. I immediately drink it. This is what you got to do. If you ever find a shield, you have to immediately drink it, because you'll have that sort of like extra health, because anybody could come up, like ambush you at any time, meaning you have to be on the ball. You see that I'm sort of playing around with the building a little bit, not really sure what's going on. I just see I'm still sort of new to this game, kind of like I'm not new to it, but like I'm still like kind of noobish. And yeah, at this point I'm speeding up the gameplay a little bit, because there's not really that much happening. I'm just sort of like looting around, sort of finding some resources. I do find, luckily, another shield, meaning I can get my health up to 100, which is really good. And then I do find another chest with some more some sort of small shields and stuff. And then I just sort of like look around again, another chest with another shield. So really lucky stuff. And then just sort of find around, and I think I do find another chest somewhere. No, I don't think. I just sort of carry on. So at this point I do sort of see the storm and think, okay, I need to get moving. As you can see there, the storm is coming, and I do see a chest on the way, which I have to quickly grab. And as you see there, I do find the legendary minigun. I don't really like the minigun. I think it's a bit too OP, but it's kind of cool to have like a legendary sort of weapon in your hotbar. Like, who doesn't want that? And then yeah, after that, I do head into Pleasant Park. As you see, that I do head into here just to sort of see. I don't really go fully into it, but I just sort of like look around, sort of scan around the area. Don't really see anyone, and I just do sort of continue to soldier on and sort of get to the. You can see the storm is coming, and it is hot on my tail, so I do need to be as fast as I can to get into the safe zone. Again, I'm going to speed up the gameplay right now, and just to get down, I'm going to go towards Loot Lake. And yeah, I just sort of go around, just sort of like look around, start gathering resources and stuff, because at this point there's only 30 left, and I don't know how the hell it just went down that fast. There's only 30 left, and I do look in a building right now. I just sort of like look around, try and find a chest, and at that point I do find a bolt action sniper, which is very lucky. And I don't know why I picked up a crossbow as well, because that's kind of useless, because I've like 2 snipers. And yeah, so as you see, I sort of ditch the crossbow, and I go back and get my burst AR, because I do realise I did drop it, so I need to go and get it again. And yeah, again I do find a chest, and do spot one, and then I build over to the chest and at Loot Lake, and I do manage to swap out a shield for a med kit. And a lot of people might be against that decision, but honestly, the med kit does save my life later on in the gameplay, and you will see that again. So yeah, I do decide to sort of gather some more resources and stuff, just to sort of be careful. And at this point, there's only 20, or well, 19 now people remaining. And at this point, I go into Tilted Towers. I ditch the minigun for a shotgun, which was the best decision of my life, because the shotgun does come in very handy just in a minute. But at this point, just in a minute, I do encounter my first ever person, and who actually does try to kill me. And I go out here, and in a minute, I get sprayed just now, I believe. Yep, just now, I absolutely get wrecked by a guy's AR or something, and I literally immediately panic build and build a base as fast as I humanly possibly can. And see that I just sort of get that, and I do decide to drink some shield pots because they're, as I said, really, really good, and I immediately get my health up to 50. So I'll drink one now, I drink another one again, and you see that I'm 50 shield, which is pretty good because I know I'm a little bit more safer. And at this point, I do see a guy that I think was the guy that actually tried to kill me. So you'll see in a minute, I try to be very careful for snipers and stuff, but just in a minute, I will see a guy with my first ever encounter. And you see that he's right just down there. There he is. He's a Black Knight. So you see, I'll get some hits on him there. My hits with the shotgun was quite atrocious, but I do get some hits on him, and he is panicked. So you see, he's not even there. And it was the Black Knight. I didn't feel very confident because like the Black Knight ever like played so much and probably got like really good experience. And at this point, I do decide to try and get him, like try and rush him a little bit, just so he couldn't heal up. I'm sort of like at this point looking around just to see if I can see him, and then I do see him eventually. You see, that's just my building stuff, but I do see him eventually. I will go over to the a little bit left of the mountain, and as you see there, I do see him right there. He has got some shield on because I'm like hitting him, and he's got some shield on. So I you see, he did have some shield on, and at this point I don't know where he is, and he pops out, and I'm literally like, oh, I'm dead, I'm just dead, I'm just dead. Pull out the AR, literally just try and spam him as hard as I can. And then I've just clutched it and managed to kill him and got myself a nice blow AR and some more ammo, and of course some more shields as well. So really, really key. I actually can't believe I actually got him. He was like a Black Knight, and like I was a bit like, oh my god, did I actually just do that? But luckily I did get some more shields as well, which I do pick up. And then at this point I'm like 12 remaining. 1 kill, not doing too bad. You know, 1 kill's not brilliant, but it's better. And then luckily I do see a shield potion, which is just above here, which luckily is actually really key because I've actually got 50 health or 50 shield, and this does take me up to 100 shield. So as I said, if you want to play Fortnite, make sure to always have shield on you, whether that's 50 shield, 25 shield, 100 shield. Just have some shield on you. This will protect you, and it's just really, really key to have, okay? And at this point, I'm just sort of like looking around, just sort of seeing if I can see anybody. And this is when I find my second encounter with a guy. I think he's in a skin. And then I do find him. And I think he knows that I'm behind him. I'm not really sure. I think he can see me. I do decide to destroy his ramp. And then that's when he sees me. And luckily, the railings actually stopped his hits. And then I do get some few good shots with the shotgun. I got like 2 good hits there. And then I do go in. I get another hit with the shotgun. Another hit. And another hit right there. And another hit. And as you see there, he is immediately dead. He did do so much damage to me. Again, if I didn't have the shield, I would have been absolutely dead. This is when the med kit does come in handy because I do use it, and I just try and get it like just bandage up as soon as I can. As you see there, 100 health, and at this point I get the bandages because I might need them for later on in the fight. And then you see there, I've got some really, really good stuff, and then I do decide to reload and sort of get my shield up a little bit. And you see there, I do get my shield up to 50 because, as I said, shield is key in this game. It's like a second health bar basically, which is super, super good. I do decide to reload all my weapons and stuff and do like a little funny dance. I don't know why I did that, but you know. And yeah, 8 people remaining. I got 2 kills. I was really, really happy with it. And then immediately I find another guy just up there, up the hill. I found like 3 people in the space of like 2 minutes, which is like quite crazy. And yeah, I sort of go up to him, and I'm very, very careful at this point because I don't want to waste it. Like, I've got some good loot. There's 8 people remaining. I've got 2 kills. I'm in a good situation, and I don't want to mess it up. I do decide to sneak up on him and try and go for him. And I do decide to sort of build up a little bit. Like, I was just sort of going to go into him and actually shotgun. And he decides to drop out, and I literally just wreck him with my AR. Like, I don't even think he knows that. And then a guy tries to clean up, but luckily, you'll just see him in a minute. There he is, right there. I literally spray him down and get some really good hits with the AR, and then boom. And this is the point where I know that I've got a really good chance of winning. I get myself a scar, I get myself a med kit, I get myself like loads and loads of ammo, and this is the point when I was like, I could win this. I've got 4 kills, there's 6 people remaining, and I'm like, do you know what, I could win this. I've got a scar, a shotgun, a sniper, which has got like 250 ammo, which is crazy. I've got bandages, I've got good health. I'm in very, very good shape at this point. Okay, and at this point I do decide to speed up the gameplay a little bit more because this is where I'm sort of building a base at this point. And then I just sort of look around. I put a door down. You just saw that I did put a door down. That is really, really key for emergency exits. Okay, that's really, really key to get some hits in with the AR, which is really not the AR, the scar. Sorry. And this is the point when I do get the legendary scar. You saw that, and I do shield up again to get myself to 50 shield. And this is the point where there's 5 people remaining, 5 left, 5 kills. I've done a really, really good job. Like, this is probably the best game I've ever had in Fortnite. And you see, I reload all my weapons. Always reload. It is really, really key. And again, I do speed up the gameplay a little bit more because this is where I'm sort of like camping a little bit, trying to be very, very careful. And now there's only 4 people remaining. I did get very, very lucky with the circle. Like, the storm kept like basically coming on me. Once again, I do put a door down by my base just in case for emergency exits for like rocket launchers, grenades, whatever that good stuff is, and that is good stuff. And yeah, so this is the point where I'm sort of like really, really being careful with snipers and stuff. I'm like staying close to my walls. I do see a guy, which I do try and sort of go for him. I do sort of leave it a little bit, and then a guy just got shotgun down there, and then the guy is really so close and really, really weak. I do try and go in from a sniper, but he just puts a wall up like in time. You might see that in just a minute. And you see that I do go for the snipe, but he just puts the wall up just in time. And then I do try and spray him down, but he does manage to build. And yeah, there's a guy up there as well, coming as well. And this is the point where it's a sort of 3 people situation. I'm very, very careful. A guy just got exploded again. So at this point it is a 2v2 situation. I need to be very, very careful on that. You know, I need to sort of like look what I'm doing. I need to be super, super careful. And at this point, this is when he starts shooting me. I literally panic build, and I was like, no, you can't do this, you can't do this. And then I've only got 90 health. I can take a sniper, a shotgun, a pump shotgun to the head, and I would be absolutely dead. So this is where I play it very, very safely, and I just sort of be very, very careful. Honestly, I need to be so careful. I do decide to build up. This is probably a bad idea because if he like sort of explodes me, rocket launches me, could be bad. He could destroy my whole base. This is when I do decide to try and get some cover and sort of like just play it safe a little bit. And yeah, I do decide to sort of snipe, sort of camp a little bit. And this is the point where I don't know where he is. I'm very, very nervous because he could pop out anywhere. And then this is the point where I have to be extremely careful. And I mean really, really careful. This point, he's destroying my whole base, and this is when I get really, really nervous and decide that this could be me dead. But luckily, he doesn't actually see me, and I do decide to be sort of kind of safe and just sort of play it safe and sort of get back and try and search for him that way. And then once again, I'm a little bit lost. I don't know where he is. I'm trying to be careful. Then at this point, I do decide to build another base, which is really, really key because you need that base for like snipers and all that good stuff, like so. At this point, I managed to get inside my base, and I'm sort of protecting myself. The storm is getting very, very small indeed. And at this point, the storm is about to literally get smaller, so I do decide to do this is so risky. I decide to build out like this, which is crazy. I could have get sniped, I could have get rocket launch, I could have get anything like that. But I do decide to build a base like quick enough. I do make a building mistake. As you see, I like the roof. I put the roof on by accident. But luckily, I do manage to save myself from it like that. At this point, I have no idea where he is, and I do look down, I just sort of peep over, I do see a shadow, and then I was like, is that a guy? Go for him, and it was him, and I managed to get myself a victory royale with 6 kills, and boom, I absolutely done it. I was so happy at this point, and I was cheering, and hopefully this did help you, help you in some way, maybe if you haven't won yet, or how to play, how to sort of kill people. Best tips, kill people to get that extra loot. Always, always, always have some shield. Always, you have to be on your toes. You have to be looking around. Always, you need to be like, never let your guard down because there's everyone everywhere. And that is how I won a game on Fortnite Battle Royale. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully this does help. Let me know in the comments below if you do get a win now, and if this does like have any impact on how you play. And yeah, so much for this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye. Invincible.